right, thanks for tuning into the TCG Dome. We are fresh after the Elestrals Dallas Open 2025, and I was fortunate enough to make a friend while I was there. This is Zero, or James. He made an incredible tournament run and debatably had probably the best or most winning list of the tournament. So I want to introduce Zero here, and I'm going to let him have the floor and introduce his deck profile.
Hey everybody, I'm James, also known as Zero. So the deck that I brought to Dallas.
Yeah. The new shiny, or the new awesome deck box too. That thing is beautiful.
The Dallas Xbox. Look at that.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, I forgot this. That art is just crazy. It's like
only bad thing about it is it doesn't fit in the Pandora's box.
I just read that too. Stellar Christoph said something about that. He's like, you gotta like remove a couple decks, turn it sideways, and it fits, but it doesn't really fit.
Shout out to Dan, a new Pandora's box.
Ooh, yes, yes, please.
All right, so the all-star of the deck, Kinleo. Wouldn't be Fire Nexus without Kinleo.
Exactly.
This card did so much work during the event. It's not even funny. Like,
yeah, you got
people
two down
know.
at one point.
Oh yeah. We were playing ping pong.
That's nuts.
Yep, getting two Kinleos out and just back and forth, spirits, and just popping anything that hit the board.
Yeah, and you're not even using spirits at that point. It's just all the stuff you got on the board. Oh man.
Yep. Up next, we have a one of Lavalith. I mean, we're already in fire, so might as well play the Lavalith.
Yep.
If you're not, then I mean, I don't know what you're doing.
Right.
The second MVP of the deck, I should go up to a third copy, is Rummikul.
Oh, you only have two? Wow, that is shocking.
Yep. I only ran two the entire time. I was debating going for a third one. I wanted to add a little bit more variance to the list, because drawing one after you already have your forge and you've already gotten to stoke the forge, like, which we'll get to that after. It's like a dead card, like low stats. I mean, it is good, but at that point, it's just sitting in your hand. Like, it's not progressing your game state.
Yeah, true.
Up next, Nekruff. I had three Nekruffs. This thing obliterated, like, every rabbit that hit the board, the dog was there to eat it.
Okay.
Like,
dude, that card's so slept on. Oh my gosh.
oh yeah, Nekruff is great.
Yeah.
Like, being able to just put on pressure the more you destroy Elestrals, it worked. Other than against Riley, because damn tsunamis.
Yeah, oh my god. That was fucking crazy.
My Nekruff, my poor boy. I'm running a one of Ash Rabbit. Now, right now, Fire Nexus doesn't really have many receivers. You have Cinder, you have Pomagma, but Ash Rabbit, if you get it late game, and you're able to quarterback off of Kinleo into Ash Rabbit, I mean, there were games where I would go Gorgons, Resting on Your Laurels, or Ambrosia. And they're just like, sure, take the Ambrosia. But then I would immediately use a separate card that I will show in the future, and trigger it again. And then just give them Gorgons, PTA Gorgons. And it's just not a good choice for them.
No.
The amount of card advantage that you get from that is insane.
You're basically just asking your opponent how they want to lose at that point.
Yep. At that point, it feels like a win more.
Yeah.
I did side it out a lot, depending on the matchup.
Sure.
I can go through the rounds on what deck lists I went against throughout the tournament. I do remember some pretty well. Some I don't remember that much because I didn't see much of it. I just beat them that fast.
Yeah.
But moving on, I run two copies of Warmite.
Yeah, that's interesting.
So Warmite was a sleeper. Like, this thing did so much work. There was one particular game. It came down to, I had two spirits left. My opponent had a Morlith. All he had left, no spirits. I outed his Blizz Tricks. I had two spirits left. I top deck Warmite, and the look on the dude's face, like,
like that's the last thing he probably expected. A Warmite. But yeah, like
Yep.
-4. That's fucking crazy.
It's like a Zeus on steroids.
Yeah.
Like you get the 3 attack. You give -4 to anything. Like it's nothing to sleep on. And especially with Firestorm coming out, War Might's getting a whole package with it. Like it's going to be fun. Fire Nexus is going to be severely upgraded.
Yeah. I can't wait to mess around with that.
Ooh, and I have some combos I can talk about afterwards for Fire Nexus.
Right on.
Going on, arguably the best card in the game, triple bunnies.
Yes. Yes.
Well, I got quad bunnies, but I mean,
Yeah.
but yeah, no, Ash Rabbit. I mean, there's not much to say. Like, it's one of the best cards in the game. If you open it on turn 1, you're just fixing your draws. Most of the time that I played the rabbit, I got the card I needed. I mean, I probably shouldn't have, but I definitely did. It just luck was on my side.
Yeah, I think it's like I think Trish said it at one time where he was like, yeah, you basically just if you put that card down, you basically get any card you want in your deck.
Yep, pretty much. And like the list is pretty tight. I mean, there's not much of variance amongst the Elestrals in the deck. So you're hitting one of these pieces, and each of them have their own like role to play. And the rabbit always got to him.
Yep.
Except when I played against Riley.
Yeah. Oh man. That was crazy. Oh, you never saw Argo though. Sorry, I'm getting ahead of myself. Go ahead.
Oh, it's fine. It's fine. We'll get there.
Yeah.
Start playing T-Pain.
Right.
All right. Lastly, I have Elechick. So Elechick is mainly in there to search for a divine, obviously. Leading into my next card is 2 Zeus. I rarely ever played Elechick. Like, not gonna lie, I think I played it 2 times at the entirety of day 1.
Wow.
And just getting Zeus didn't really do anything because at that point I was already winning.
Yeah.
The times I would use Elechick, that was really fun to use it, was Elechick into Zeus while Kinleo was already on the board, and then I would play Zeus, misenchanted with a fire, and then just Nexus off of him to pop something.
Wow. Yeah, I guess, yeah, that works.
Yeah, like, I use Zeus for not Zeus purposes.
Jeez. That's kind of how I was using it when I used to run Fire Nexus, back when Elechick was at 3. I would just disenchant the Zeus with a fire, use it for Kinleo. You got a Volcanic Forge on the board, you're just making him a huge attacker on top of that. Like, it's great.
Yeah. Back when Elechick was at 3, the concept of his deck was very different. It was more burn than it was Fire Nexus. Like, most of these were in the list, but like there were Thunderbolts in here, which I can go into all that later, but not in this list.
Sure.
Next 2 were Volcanic Forge. So Volcanic Forge is I can't even say enough about it. The card wins games, just stadiums in general. Being able to play a Forge into a Necruff, being a 6/2. Granted, it can be outed by Cryoblast, but a 6/2 Necruff gets over the bunny.
Yep. 1 damage.
I mean, enough said.
Yeah, for real. That card's always sticking.
Yep. And following up Volcanic Forge is Stoke the Forge.
Yes, I love that you use this. I asked Riley right away. I was like, does he use Smoltuga? He's like, no. I was like, yes, I love that.
Smoltuga is nice, but it takes up your slot for an Elestral that you played for the turn.
Yeah.
Like,
and it's another slow player. Sorry.
With this, I get the tutor for any Elestral that I need when I need it. Say they have the Morlith, I'll go for a War Might. They have the Rabbit out, I'll go for the Necruff. Kinleo was the target 9 times out of 10.
Yeah.
If only you can search for Lavalith, that would be great.
Oh
but,
God, man.
Stoke the Forge is great. It's a really, really good card in this deck. The only time that it doesn't feel good is when you draw both of them with no Forge.
Mm-hmm.
And then you're just hoping and praying that you get a Rummikol so you can turn that bad boy online.
Right.
Up next, in every single deck in the game. I'll move these off to the side real quick.
Yeah, I gotta say, I've never seen a Fire Nexus Elestrals package put together like that. Like, a few cards varying and stuff, but like, I'm really impressed, man.
Thank you. All right, Ambrosia. Obviously, if you're not playing Ambrosia, you're probably playing Heal Stall Water. But even then, like, you're playing Ambrosia. Like, I'm running a 1 of Earthquake because removal, like targeted removal, like with no drawbacks. Like, while it's legal, I will play it as in every single deck that I can.
Yeah, absolutely.
As long as the Spirit Math allows.
Especially with Blistrix around. Dang.
I'll get on the Blistrix after. So, up next, 2 Tsunamis. Just to protect Kinleo. If Kinleo sticks and doesn't get gazed, Kinleo just does work. Like, he can just run away with the game. He himself is like a mini eruption.
Yeah, no kidding.
Just being able to Nexus to himself, 9 times out of 10, it was the artifact that's in this deck, which I'll get to. It turns himself into an eruption. I mean, it's not really much else to say. You just gotta protect the kitty cat, and then you can do some damage.
Yeah. Yeah, it's crazy. It's like it's like an earthquake and eruption all in one. Like, that is fucking broken.
Yep, being able to remove their threats every single turn with no drawback, really no drawback. As long as you have a Nexus Bank, is insane. Yeah. And it's going to get even stronger come Firestorm.
Oh my god, yeah.
So for my counter runes, Tsunamis, I'm going triple shields, triple Gorgons, and 2 altars. My PTAs are in the sideboard, which I'll go into that afterwards. PTA, I think, is falling a little out of favor, and it costs too much for... I mean, granted, shield is the same way, but shield out so much more stuff than PTA can. I'd rather get rid of the threat immediately when they attack me, rather than, oh, I'll drop your power down, I'll take a hit, and then I still have to pay for it.
Yeah,
like,
pay extra.
I'm not comfortable getting that low.
Yeah, that does feel really bad.
I mean, Gorgon's one of the best counter runes in the game. Can't really say much about that. If you're not running Gorgons, then you probably need a new deck.
Yeah, probably a loser. Just kidding. But,
yep.
Yeah, it's like the everything rune. It's just nuts.
So, Altar of Stars. This card is both one of the best cards in the deck, but at the same time, one of the worst cards in the deck. Mm-hmm. If you draw Altar of Stars and you do not have a Nexus Bank or anything to just Nexus off of to activate the effect, it's such a feel bad. Most of my matches, I sided out of Altar.
Wow.
Yep.
Wow.
There were some games where it did come in clutch, but most of the time I sided the Altars out.
Fair enough.
And then the prime thing of the entire deck. 2 Argos into 2 Necklace of Harmonia.
Nice. So you went with 2 Necklace. I see a lot of Fire Nexus decks using 1 Necklace, 1 Poison, Tunic. You like the 2 Necklace? That worked all right for you?
So from initial testing, from initial testing back long time ago, way before Moonrise came out, this deck was more even split on the Fire and Thunder, and I used to run 2 Tunics, 2 Thunderbolts, and 1 Necklace with 3 Argos.
Wow.
It was very expensive, but I also main decked 3 Eruptions. It was Turbo Burn Nexus. It was rough.
Yeah.
I did place, I think, 9th in a 1K of like 30 people with the deck list. And it wasn't bad. I mean, it was doing some work.
Yeah.
I just couldn't stop heal stall. Like, as soon as they started healing, like, they ran away with it. But
yeah.
After like testing over and over again, Necklace was really the only way to go. Being able to play Kinleo on board with an Argo face down, by all means, swing into my kitty.
Yeah.
Like, activate the Argo, go into the Necklace, they crash or just kill themselves against Kinleo. And then the following turn, if they have anything left, Kinleo takes the 2 from Necklace and then blows it up.
Yep. And then you don't have to pay for Necklace.
And you don't have to pay for Necklace.
Yeah, that's just crazy.
That has happened to me so many times.
That's literally like a free kill on your opponent's Celestial.
Yep.
2 free kills, and then hit for 3 damage. Like, holy
There were
shit.
games. There were games where I didn't even have to use Argo for the necklace, because necklace is just good playing it on its own.
Sure.
Playing it on a Rummicle while it has a Forge out, so now it's at 9 power.
Yeah.
Like, good luck getting over that guy.
Yeah, no kidding.
Astrabbit with a necklace, 7 power. Like, the number of times that I was putting a necklace on my own bunny to get over other people's rabbits, like it was great.
That's
They're like,
awesome.
what? You're putting rabbit into attack? Why are you doing that? And here comes the necklace. And they're like, ah, crap, here we go.
That would have jump scared me so bad. Like, that would be so scary.
Yeah, no, it was really fun. So let's move on to the sideboard.
Yes.
I can show some of the interactions.
This is the sauce.
Because, yeah, I got some little spicy tech in the sideboard, and I can explain why. I know there are some popular content creators that it was pretty janky that I was running it and weird, but I still beat that content creator with it.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, so starting off. 1 Frost Spirit. I think you can guess why that's in there.
Yep.
Running 2 Cryoblast. This was mainly for the Tornadian decks. And anything, like, with a really small butt.
There's a lot of those, too. A lot of solar decks.
Oh, yeah. I played against, I'd say, 2 or 3 Tornadian decks throughout the event, and Cryoblast came in every time. Like, by all means, get your big guy out there, because I'm just going to out him.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, in this event, I opted not to run Hurricane.
Wow.
So, I do have Water, I do have Thunder, like, in my Spirit deck, but I don't want to waste a slot for a win that's only going to be used for Hurricane. So, I opted to use Thunderstorm.
Ooh, fair enough.
Some of the strongest cards in the game right now, and the meta, is Zeus and Demeter.
Yep.
Like, Hurricane doesn't hit any Divines. I think I played against Swole. Yeah, Swole in round 4, I believe. And he would play Demeter, and I would just pop it with Thunderstorm.
Yeah, that's crazy. Nobody's really running that card anymore. And everyone's loading up on their Divines.
Yep. Thunderstorm is definitely, like, a really good pick when everybody's playing around Hurricane.
Yeah.
They're going to set 1, set 2, play a Divine, set 1, and then Thunderstorm just comes in and cleans up.
Yep.
Up next, Triple Eruptions.
Love that.
This card won me every single game with Blitztrix.
Oh, wow.
I sided this in specifically for Blitztrix in any deck that likes to get real low. Round 2, I played against Phosphocell. The first game went fairly quickly. Kinleo ended up playing ping pong with all of their electric bugs.
Nice.
I saw that they were playing the Phosphocell deck, and they weren't able to get it out in game 1, but they did get it out in game 2.
Oof.
At that point, though, I had already sided in all 3 eruptions. They go and do their thing, get real low, play the Phosphocell, throw all the spirits on it. I think they had 4 spirits left.
Don't tell me you
in
doubled
their,
them.
in their spirit. I did not double them. I got them with 1.
Gotcha.
But they went, Phosphocell went all the way up, and then they swung into me, shield, bounced them, got rid of all those spirits, hit them with Eruption, put them down to 1, and then swung in with Kinleo.
Oh my god. Game set,
There
man.
was another matchup. I believe I played Blitztrix in round 7. Game 1 was super close. They were able to get, I was saying earlier, it was the game where I top decked the Warmite into his Morlith.
Oh, sure, yeah.
If I didn't get the Warmite, I don't think I had any other out in my deck to stop him.
Oh, wow.
And it was just, boom, got him. Game 2, in came to 3 eruptions. My opponent went all the way down to 6 spirits. He already had 1 Blitztrix on the board, and I Gorgonsed it. He got a Cedarsaur out on the board. It stuck. He attempted to get a 3rd Blitztrix on the board by using Rise. or I'm sorry, a second Blitztrix on the board by using Rise. So there'd be 2 Blitztrix on the board. This is all in the same turn.
Oh, yeah.
So he naturally ascended into Blitztrix through the effect.
Yep.
Also got a Cedar Soar, and then tried to rise into a third Elestral, which was his second Blitztrix, which I also Gorgoned. He had no more spirits, just 2 Blitztrix in a dream. I was sitting on Eruption in my opening hand the entire time.
So
like
you're just sitting.
I was
back,
just waiting,
watching him just destroy himself.
Yep,
Oh,
I didn't want to. It felt real cocky to do it, and I don't try to be like that, but
sure.
I drew my card and didn't even look at it, and I dropped the Eruption on the board. Yep.
The devastation.
Yeah. Fun times.
Oh,
I mean, it
man.
was my first match after losing on stream to Riley.
Oh yeah.
So I had to get my vengeance.
Yeah, there's a little
on
style
somebody.
points. Yeah.
I just feel bad for the person that I played in round 7. Shout out to that person. Like, it was still a good game. I apologize.
Yeah. No, for sure. That's just,
All right, let's see. Moving on. 1 resting on your laurels, because why not?
Yeah.
It's removal. Like, with it, the game at its current state, and not much of just straight removal. Like, if you can run it, you run it.
Yep.
As I said earlier, I'm running PTAs in the side. Just in case. This is one of the cards that can get rid of Farrageist. I mean, Resting can also, and so can Earthquake, but I didn't see Farrageist at all. Which, thank God, because I don't want to play against that card.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. It's like GG's.
But the PTAs are in there, just like the delayed trap holes. Like, up next, Divine Blessing. This was mainly in there to stop the Rise from the Ashes from Blitztrix.
Yep.
Trying to think of any other like invoke random heal stall, stop Ambrosias, just Ambrosias in general if needed. But most of the time it was just for Blitztrix.
Did you find yourself
Okay.
healing or putting that against heal stall? Like you said, did you ever put?
I didn't even play against heal stall.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
Yep.
Heard.
Yeah, I'll go over all the matches I did end up going against.
Sure.
That I can remember off the top of my head. Up next, which people gave me a little side eye on the next 3 cards, the last 3 cards of my side deck.
Ooh. Some spice.
Fortune.
Come on, bro. That
No.
you're a legend. You are a legend.
The number of games where I have a Forge out and I go Torchin, and there's like, okay, and be a heal 2, and then Necklace on Torchin. So I have a 7-power Torchin swinging in, healing me for what, 4 every turn?
Dude, that's nuts. I've never thought about that interaction, like, not once. That's actually.
And then at the end of the turn,
cracked.
I burn 2. So I'm netting 2 life, or 2 spirits every single time.
You're netting 2, hitting for, and you could or you could destroy or
And
hit
that's
for 1, I guess.
if he's the only one out there.
Jesus, dude.
There were times where I had Kinleo out, and I had a Rabbit out, and then here comes the Torchin.
Dude,
And I'd heal all of my fire spirits that I had. Like, it got to a point where Torchin was healing so much that I couldn't heal anymore.
This honestly, James, this is the last thing I would have fucking expected out of your side deck. This is crazy. This is such like big brain. This is wow. That's nutty. That is,
Well,
I want to see.
Well,
some
then you're in
matches
for a
with that.
surprise, because the last 2 cards, same card, I brought in specifically for Lunar Aggro. And any aggro deck and popular cards in the format right now. I refuse to play the popular stuff.
I like that.
So I chose to bring in Riceros.
That's right. That
I only
is
got 1
right.
Stellar right now. But so Riceros, for those of you who don't know, any Elestral that is not Thunder Enchanted cannot attack the turn that they're summoned. So that shuts off Nobbies. It shuts off Doppelgator. It shuts off Werepup. It shuts off Like a Void after a full moon. It's like, oh, you want to ascend into a Lycovoid? Cool. Well, you're just going to sit there, look pretty, and then I'm going to kill you with my Kinleo on the next turn.
Yep.
It gave me enough time to play an out, like Kinleo or Necruff on the following turn, because they couldn't attack me that turn. It also was like a red herring. So, against Blizztrix. Well, Blizztrix wants to attack this turn, so Blizztrix is going to target the Riceros instead of the Kinleo for its effect. And vice versa. If it's attack, not just Blizztrix, so any big thing really. Riceros really threw people off. I played it in the very first round. I played against a dude that was playing Lunar Aggro. And I'm like, oh, I'm ready for this.
Oh, yep.
Like, I brought these guys specifically for you.
Oh, man.
I played Riceros, and the dude was like, what the hell is that?
Dude, I love that so much. Oh, my God.
To the point where, because it's not seen that often, the dude ended up... He made a misplay, and I let him know at the end of the game. I told him the exact effect, and he ended up playing an Elechick, got Zeus, used Zeus, but then he Gorgons the Riceros, and then Zeused it, and then attacked it with Elechick, and left my Kinleo alone.
That is so dumb. Oh my god. That
Killed the Riceros, and then next turn Kinleo, I played a Rumicole, got the Forge, used the Nexus, popped the whatever the hell he was playing. I believe he had a Lycovoid out.
Okay.
He had a Lycovoid out and an Elechick out. And I popped them both. I'm just...
Yeah.
It was great.
That, yeah.
At the end of the game, I told him, like, your Elechick was Thunder Enchanted, you could have just attacked. And he was like, I've never, like, seen anybody play with that card, so I just had no idea.
That is awesome. That's perfect for Kinleo Nexus. Stall a turn, yep. Get another body out, Nexus, boom, boom, ping pong, like you're dead. Oh, yep. Wow. That's great.
Spirit Math. Spirit Math is pretty simple. I'm going 11 Vipyros.
Nice.
Fire Nexus. I mean, you need all the fire that you can get.
Yeah. I also found that to be an optimal number. I was right around 11 to 12.
5 Zapdos.
Nice.
Now, I used to run 4, and I'd go up 1 on the Vipyro and go 12 and 4. But there were times where I'd be playing Zeus and Ash Rabbit, and I'd just be running out of Thunder Spirits. I'm like, nope, I need at least one more. Just that sweet spot.
Yeah, for sure.
2 Leviathan. 2 reasons. One, for Tsunami, obviously. The other is to misenchant Necruff.
Yep. That's a golden play.
Just because I hate Tsunami.
Yep.
It's all Riley's fault.
Yeah. F you, Riley.
Yep. It's okay. It's okay.
That was
okay. I got my redemption.
Yep. Oh yeah, you did. Yes, sir. That one hell of a feature match, man. I was out in the crowd.
Yeah, it was great.
Just, I was biting my nails, man. I was on my toes, like crazy. Good game.
Yeah, my heart was pounding through my chest. Like, I know we both were. Like, we were both talking beforehand and afterwards. Like, dude, this is so surreal. Like shaking, and we're just like, you know what? We just both need to slow down, breathe. We got this. Yeah. And even though he beat me 2-0, like, it was one hell of a match. It was fun.
It wasn't it was definitely not a wash by all means. Like that game those games are so close, and you honestly, that second game, man, definitely the expended draws. Like your deck, like the deck just fizzled, or like your draws did, I guess. So that was
and I never saw Argo.
Yeah, not once either game.
Either game, I never saw Argo.
Yeah. That honestly. Yeah, that probably would have won you the game. Like, either game. Like, just being able to destroy his Celestial and have that presence of the spirits on board, like, there's not much you can do after that.
See, what was it? Game 1, it was Tsunami, into Alter, into Tsunami.
Yeah. That was, yeah. It was the one card he had down was always the exact card that he needed against your play. It was so crazy.
Yep. And lastly, to Terratless for Earthquake,
Yes,
because unconditional removal speaks for itself.
Yeah. Absolutely.
So yeah, that's the deck that I brought to Dallas. I ended up coming in 5th in Swiss, and I came in 11th for top 16. I got eliminated in the first round. We went to time, and my opponent had I believe 13 spirits, and I had 12 spirits, and that was the end of my run.
Yeah, it was unfortunate.
But I got 11th.
Yeah.
I know if
cool
I was able to get through that match there, I probably could have taken the entire thing.
Yeah.
And the reason I say that, I'm not just saying to like hype myself up, is every opponent after my first opponent in top 16, I had already beaten in Swiss.
Yeah.
So the 2 finalists, I had beaten 2-0 in round 4 and round 8. I think the average match time combined was 21 minutes
Yeah.
for both rounds. They both played phenomenally. I just had the nudge draws.
Yeah. I was gonna say, like, yeah, like you said, you're not being cocky or anything. Like, it was just like you said, during Swiss, like, your deck clearly proved to be the more optimal deck against those other decks. So that's why the
Yep. The
confidence is there.
only loss I had in Swiss was to Riley, and honestly, I think my nerves were just really getting to me too. Like,
Yeah.
just being on stream.
For
I'm
sure.
gonna blame Dan for not letting me use my playmat.
Oh yeah, come on.
I won every game with my nice little Stellar Voldusk playmat, but then I go on stream and I have to use the regular Dallas playmat.
Yeah, that was unfortunate.
I'm just kidding though. Riley
Yeah.
played one hell of a game,
Yeah, oh my gosh.
and he also made it top 16.
Yeah. So yeah, there's the win. Yeah. Both,
Yep.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. You both got the obviously the Astrabot's incredible, but like I don't think anybody can deny the fact that this freaking playmat and that card are just like one of the coolest things. This is the Charizard
yeah.
of Elestrals. Like, come on. It's crazy.
Yep, look at it.
Oh
So
my
what I ended
God.
up doing here, which I can point out to everybody that sees it here, is I had the top 16 each sign a zone on the playmat to memorialize it, and then I was going to do top 3 at the bottom, but it took forever finding some people.
Sure.
And then after I have all 16 signatures, or 15 signatures, not including my own, I had Dan sign the last one.
Nice. Oh, that's nice placement too, right between the heads of the Pantera.
Yep,
That's nice.
and I can show it off now.
Yes, sir. I'm gonna blow up your camera real quick.
All right.
I cut off your background before. Everybody's got to see your cool background. What you got going on here.
The number 11 out of 16 Pantera.
Yep.
I can
Oh,
pull
right
that
there.
bad boy up.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Honestly, cooler. To me, that's cooler than any 1 out of 10 stellar there is right now. That is just wow.
Yep.
That's a treasure. It's honestly the holy
Yep,
grail.
and
of
the marble-
Elestrals.
Oh yeah, the marble finish. Like the rabbit's
Yeah.
nice and all, but this is the card that I was going for.
I can't wait until everyone gets to see that marble finish, like in the premiere packs when they could finally get their hands on it. Oh my gosh. It is so crispy.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, man, big congratulations to you. You literally, like I think you said, you kept saying at the tournament, man, you're like, I expected to go 0-2 and drop. And then
Yeah,
you
the entire
fucking
time.
crushed it. That was so cool, man. Oh,
The entire time I was like, I'm gonna 0-2 drop and then I'm gonna draft for the whole weekend.
yeah.
Because I really wanted to draft, and I wasn't really able to draft.
Yeah.
I mean, we had a little like pop-up draft amongst like a few of our friends, but even then, it wasn't the same. Like I want to like compete with random people, not the people I play with all the time.
Right, yeah. Yeah, it was fun, but like, yeah, I know exactly what you mean.
Like I didn't get to play any side events because I was doing so well. I'm just
Yeah.
like, I mean, I mean, I shouldn't be mad at it, but at the same time, like, I wanted to play some fun stuff.
Yeah, look at this guy winning this top 16 Pantera. I just want some side events.
Yep.
Next time.
Now the question is, do I slap it?
Yeah. Oh, man, that's.
I want to. I just don't trust the post office.
That's 100%. I think Riley's feeling the same way too. He's just like doesn't want it to leave his sight. Like,
Yep.
I completely.
Yeah, no,
understand.
this thing stays with me.
Yeah. Oh my god.
And then I had like Dan's card.
Yeah. Stellar Blue Strix.
I got a lot of trades throughout the weekend. Like, I got to Dallas with one serialized Stellar. I had a serialized Schnark, number 6 of 99.
Yep.
Ended up trading to a point where I now have 3 serialized Stellars down here. Well, and a Pantera. And I got a serialized Drakid and a serialized... What else did I end up getting? An Armadon.
Wow. Oh, I love the Armadon one. It's got nice coloring to it.
You know. Oh yeah, no, it was fantastic.
Dang. Yeah, you made some crazy trades, man. Dang.
Oh yeah.
Get a Blitz
Yep.
Strix too. Wow. Man, James, it was so great having you. It's so great to connect with you again, man. It was so great becoming friends with you at the event. And
Oh, absolutely.
once again, it was fucking incredible watching your tournament run, especially with Fire Nexus, man. This has been like my favorite elements in day one. And to me, this is the absolute best list I've seen to date, especially with the creativity that you had to offer in the side deck and the freaking War Mites even in the main. Like, yeah, hell of a job, bro.
Thank you.
I look forward to many more videos, many more games with you, man.
Same.
All right. Peace.
Peace out.